today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, catch made by Fulgham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Well, no Texas starts out a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
At the 12-yard line.
Steps away. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz.
Carson Wentz sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
What's the deal, y'all?
Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Ravens 5, Eagles nothing.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy and full to
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Here's the ball carrier.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Chuck Clark.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's across.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
6-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
2 yards.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
Yeah, spreading the wealth has been very effective. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Ravens 25.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. They got this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
To throw again, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
Eagles 6.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
So now Wentz and the Eagles down 8-6, 2:24 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
intended.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Steps out of bounds.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Now it's the Ravens' turn, trailing by 5. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.